Hello everyone, welcome to Natritious Fitness. Once again, I'm your host Kurt Dirksen, bringing you another workout today. Again, not something I wanted to do on this channel, but we're all at our stay-at-home uh, orders for this coronavirus pandemic going on at this time. So I'm going to share my pull workout today. If you have some bands, that would be great. This is sort of an equipment-free workout. If you've got some heavy objects from soup cans to jugs of milk, gallon would be great, 8 pounds each. Or again, some bands, light to heavy. You can pick up a set on most online websites for anywhere from $20 to $40, depending on what you get. And another heavy object, something you can curl with one arm that's reasonably heavy, something that you can get some repetitions out of. That would be great. And ultimately some bands for one of the exercises, the band pull apart. So coming up here, I'll demonstrate the exercises. We're going to do 2 to 4 sets, 2 sets beginner, 3 sets intermediate, 4 sets advanced. Finish each exercise before moving on to the next. And then I'll finish it out with just one isometric hold. You can do multiple efforts of it. You'll see I didn't last long, 10 or 11 seconds, I think it was. It's a very tough exercise, works the back, the lats, and while you're at it, the core a little bit. So first up, the band bent over row. So main thing on this one, observe the video, good form, soft knees, hinged forward at the hips with a nice neutral spine, meaning your back is pretty much straight, your head's up in line with your spine, so you're not drooping your head forward or trying to overarch. Have a look here. Again, 2 to 4 sets, as many reps as possible, depending on what you're working with. Like I worked with a heavy band, so it was tough to do about 20 reps, 2 quick sets of 10, and then do that for 3 to 4 sets for myself. If you have some milk jugs and they're just not heavy enough, or heck, some buckets full of concrete, you probably get 1 rep. Give that a go and just do as much as you can with about a minute rest in between each set. Have a look. Okay, once you've completed your sets of bent over row with whatever object or band you've got to accomplish the task with some reasonable effort to failure, we'll move on to a pull apart, or excuse me, a pull over. I had a 20-pound medicine ball handy, again, a gallon milk jug, a reasonably heavy dumbbell, a backpack, which you'll see later in my curls I used, can be handy for just raising over your head while you're laying back on a bench, a bed, something where your arms can go above the edge of whatever you're laying on. And keep the arms straight, tilted back a bit so they never quite come over your chest. That relaxes the lats. We want to keep tension on the lats, raise it up overhead and pull back up until you get fatigued to failure roughly. You can drop it, the weight if it gets too heavy, you just drop it on the floor behind you. Or if you get to about 20 reps, if you don't have anything too heavy and you get to about 20, I'd say, yeah, give yourself a little rest. 2 to 4 sets. Have a look. Okay, now once you're done with the pullovers, we'll move on to the band pull apart. If you don't have bands, just kind of practice this one, pulling your shoulder blades together as you open your arms out wide, and just really focus on your back muscles, your rhomboids right in between your shoulder blades, trying to pull those shoulder blades back and down. If you have some resistance, great. You can even go up against the wall. So once your arms are fully out to the side, you kind of push your hands back into the wall. It'll accomplish the same task as the band, just a shorter range of motion as far as tension. Have a look, take 2 to 4 sets. Be right back with the last exercise. And finally, being a pull day, you've done some rowing, you've used your biceps a bit. Now let's focus on the bicep unilaterally, which means one arm at a time. Give it a go with any heavy object you can find. I just happened to grab a backpack full of school books left over from my last semester at college last calendar year. That was still plenty heavy enough for about 15 reps per arm for me. Again, 2 to 4 sets, or if you fail before that last rep, that's fine. Shoot for about 12 to 15 reps per set if you can find a reasonable weight as I mumble and babble here. Have a look. I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully your back muscles have been challenged. Finishing out with the bicep muscles, that little accessory muscle that helped out with all those pulling exercises. And the pullovers didn't use the bicep so much. And hopefully you're exhausted enough. Again, kind of like my push workout that I've demonstrated before with a few minutes warm up. These exercises, 4 sets each for me, and about 5 minutes of abs on the end. Took me again about 20 minutes. Quick, fully accomplishes the task of getting those muscles challenged. For advanced lifters, it will maintain what you got while we're stuck in our homes. For beginner intermediate, it'll likely build some muscle for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Join me again sometime. Thank you. Fitness is nutritious, nutrition is fitness. Nutrition and fitness together are health. Going to the doctor is not health care, it is sick care. Prevent a trip to the doctor for medical issues by giving conscious time, thought, and attention to nutritious fitness. Take care of you so you can remain able and available to aid others in need, be that a friend, family member, or a complete stranger.